Evening, everyone. Mayor started a new job, so I don't know if he's on his way. He may not be, but we want to get on with the show, and he'll catch up, I guess, when he gets here. I would like to call this meeting to order of this is a regular meeting of the Mercedes City Commission, April 7th, 2026, 6:30 PM. The time is now 6:34. We like to establish a quorum. So we'll start over with Commissioner Howell.
Commissioner Howell, place one, present.
Commissioner Armando Garcia, place 2, present.
Commissioner Joe Martinez, place 3, present.
And I'm Ruben Saldana, Commissioner, place 4. So we have 4 out of 5. We have a quorum, and we will continue with the meeting. Our invocation, Commissioner Howell, would you lead us in an invocation today? Would you mind?
We may bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather today in service of our community. Grant us wisdom, clarity, and humility for those decisions that we are about to make. Help us listen and help us have open minds and speak with respect and work together for the betterment of our city and our community. And we also ask prayers for those in the Middle East. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Commissioner Garcia, if you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Agenda item 5 is open forum. We have no one for open forum, so we'll proceed to item 6, presentation. And this is an exciting one, much celebrated and anticipated, a proclamation honoring the musical legacy of Gilberto Perez.
Yeah.
And I wish the mayor would have been here for this, because I know that he would want to be here for this. And so I was, well, there comes Skylar, but that's not the mayor. I know he's going to be disappointed that he wasn't able to be here, but nonetheless, the show goes on, and we have a wonderful and very well respected and well known native of Mercedes that we're so blessed and honored to have as part of our community, and we want to offer this proclamation today in honor of Gilberto Perez. And I'm going to go ahead and read it. And if anyone would like to step forward and say a few words on behalf of the family, that would be very welcomed and appreciated, because we would like to hear from you. You don't have to, but it would be nice. Office of the Mayor, City of Mercedes, proclamation honoring the life and musical legacy of Gilberto Perez. Whereas the City of Mercedes proudly recognizes individuals whose talents and dedication bring honor, culture, and recognition to our community. And whereas Gilberto Perez, a proud native of Mercedes, Texas, was born on August 3rd, 1935, and became one of Conjunto Music's most beloved and respected musicians, sharing his remarkable talent with audiences throughout the Rio Grande Valley, the United States, and Mexico. And whereas beginning his musical journey in the 1950s, Gilberto Perez was drawn to the accordion at an early age and went on to become a distinguished musician, eventually founding his band, Gilberto Perez y sus compadres, in 1959, a group that would become a powerhouse in the conjunto genre for more than 6 decades. And whereas throughout his career, Gilberto Perez recorded numerous albums and songs on respected labels, including Falcon, Ideal, Freddy, Hacienda, and others, and later founded his own label, Nuevo Records, while performing for generations of fans at festivals, dances, and cultural events. And whereas his music produced many memorable songs, including El Día de tu Boda, El Burro Pardo, Mi Casa Nueva, and many others that became beloved classics among fans of Conjunto and Tejano music and was inducted into the Texas Conjunto Music Hall of Fame and Museum in 2003. And whereas known only for his musical talent, but also for his humility, his kindness, and his deep connection with his fans, Gilberto Perez earned admiration throughout the music community and collaborated with many renowned artists, leaving a lasting impact on the genre and inspiring generations of musicians. And whereas Gilberto Perez passed away on February 3rd at the age of 85, leaving behind a legacy of more than 60 years of music, cultural influence, and pride for his hometown of Mercedes, Texas. Whereas the city of Mercedes wishes to recognize and celebrate the life, accomplishments, and enduring musical legacy of one of its most distinguished native sons, now therefore I, Oscar D. Montoya Sr., Mayor of the city of Mercedes, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the City Commission, including Dr. Ruben Saldana, Dr. Jacob Howe, Joe Martinez, and Armando Garcia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, April 7th as Gilberto Perez Day in the city of Mercedes, and encourage all residents to recognize and celebrate the life, music, and lasting contributions he made to our community and to Conjunto music. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Mercedes to be affixed this 7th day of April, 2026. I can't tell you how many texts that I've received asking me where the mural of Gilberto Perez is in Mercedes. And I see Commissioner Garcia and Commissioner Howell over there, and I've said we're working on it. and the legacy that Gilberto Perez has left this city and his indelible mark in this city is something we need to memorialize, and we're looking for every way to do it. That's something I think we're going to work on, and we're going to get it done. But for today, we wanted to present this proclamation to his family, and we'd like you all to come forward to say anything you would like to say on behalf of the family, and to receive this in our deepest gratitude and our recognition for all that he's done.
Somebody would like to say something? Yes? Okay. There's a mic over here.
Ya llegó el mayor.
Ya vino, ya llegó.
Ya llegó el mayor.
Después de Atole.
Mayor, just in time, Mayor, just in time.
There you go. Ahora sí. I've read it, but
Just finished reading it.
just finished reading it.
You were going to say a few words.
Yes, on behalf de la familia, ¿verdad? Gilberto Pérez, my mother, Amelia Pérez. We're so grateful. Gracias a ustedes y Mercedes por proclamar el día de Gilberto Pérez. Finally, dijimos nosotros, ¿verdad? Pero we weren't expecting it. Como quiera, como decía mi padre, it's okay. Someday they'll remember me. Sí, muchas gracias. Yes, sí trabajó muchos años en la music, en Conjunto Music. And yes, he was well respected all over the United States, Mexico, donde quiera que trabajamos. I used to play con él también muchos años. We're so blessed by God. Que he had such a great talent. Que no nomás for himself, but the family, but for others. Que came behind him and otros musicians, de todos genres of musicians que hay en este mundo, ¿verdad? He was so blessed que les ayudaba a mucha gente. Y pues, thank you so much. Mom, you want to say something aquí? Hola.
On behalf of Amelia Perez, I was married to Gilberto for almost 60 years. His last wish was, he told me, I hope Mercedes will someday recognize me what I have done for Mercedes. He was all over the United States working, playing. Sometimes he called me. He called me twice a week, whatever he was. My sons and my daughters were small. and well, his wish has been done. Thank you very much. Thank you. Our papa was always very proud to be considered el Chicano de Mercedes.
Yeah.
Mayor, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
One more.
And I was also going to say the same thing. My dad was always very proud of being from Mercedes, and he always made it that he would always tell everyone, "I'm from Mercedes." So or Mercedes, he called it Mercedes. I call it Mercedes, but Mercedes. So,
Yes.
thank you.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to let the Perez family know and the family know that this is special for me too. I don't see my buddy Greg here, but one time we had the honor of going to your home, Mrs. Perez, and we were able to go into the museum. You were there, your husband was there, and you know we were we were partying. But anyway, but you guys opened up the museum that you had in the backyard, so we got to see a lot of cool stuff that I didn't even know. You know, Greg had kind of told me a little bit about your dad and stuff, but I'd never seen it until I went into the museum. Well, I'm assuming it's the museum, right? In the back? Yeah, so we got to see the museum, and I thought, man, this is so cool. So, so this is just an honor. I just want to just tell everybody here, like, you know, this is a great day for Mercedes because we're not only doing this for Gilberto, but we're also going to rename a street in honor of Dr. Hector P. Garcia. And I think these two things kind of coincide with the history that Mercedes has, the people that have come before us, and the trailblazers in their different areas. Gilberto Perez in music, Dr. Garcia and what he did advocating for Mexican-American rights. So I think it's just a beautiful day to be a citizen of Mercedes, for us to acknowledge the history and those that came before us. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for letting me into your home. I didn't get to tell you that night, but thank you for showing me the museum. It opened my eyes to the history of how special not just your husband was, Mrs. Perez, but more importantly, how special the Valley, or Mercedes, was to the Valley and the people that it produced. So thank you so much. I just wanted to always tell you that. I didn't get to tell you that night, but I wanted to tell you now. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sure that Doc did a good job of reading the proclamation and all that, but I was excited about this when we first started the process. And so when I was telling Jocelyn was that, and I never forgot this, I've seen tons of parades in Mercedes, but the one that sticks out in my mind the most, more than any other time. And I tell people about it, and I have the song on my deal. I actually looked until I was able to download it on my phone, because I listen to Mercedes quite often, by the way. I know, to me, the Mertex and all that, it's not a museum to me, it's for real. I lived it, I ate there, and we were, my mom used to work for CP&L, so her office was on Texas. And so we would see the stock show from there. And I remember the music coming. I had never seen that before. And here comes your dad, and pulling the trailer's being pulled, and he's in the back playing "I'm Proud to Be a Chicano from Mercedes." And that song always stuck with me. And I would tell people outside of here, yeah, we have a song named after us. And later on, as I got older and I got to know your dad, it was different for me. And then years later, I got invited because I worked for the bank, and I would get free tickets. Say, hey, you want to go to the Tejano deal in Edinburgh? And I said, yeah, I'll go. And they were honoring Mr. Perez and Gilberto Rodriguez, the same one. And I wasn't the mayor. I was just, it was a long time ago, right? But he was really excited to see me, and I was really excited to see the whole thing occur. And so we got to visit a little bit and talk about my parents and all that good stuff. So I think that the more we dig into this kind of stuff, the more we find out how significant Mercedes is. People don't know this, but most of the places, people have been here a lot of generations. Most of the stuff either comes out of Mercedes, out of Rio Grande City or Brownsville, or Engelman Gardens, but Engelman Gardens never grew, right? but so there's a lot of roots to this area, and your dad's pride in this area allowed us to show those roots outside of here. And I just, I can't thank you all enough for their patience. It's unfortunate that he's not here to hear this, but hopefully he's in heaven
he's hearing
strumming.
it.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I was
hearing
gonna say. Hopefully he's in heaven strumming away, yelling at us. Ya era tiempo.
Yeah, that,
Ya era tiempo. But I truly am proud to be a Chicano from Mercedes, and I truly am a fan, because I'm telling you, I play that song quite often, especially in the mornings when I want to feel good. So I'm very thankful to your dad for his career and for what he did for us. And now, if you don't mind, the second part we do as politicians, we'd like to take a picture of you.
Mayor, if I don't mind, just real quick,
Sure, go ahead.
guys, I know I'm Howell, but my stepmother and Dalia, my other mom, was Perez, and there in the ranch, Theodoro would always play the music, and I know he is the pride and joy of the Perez family, and this was long overdue. So I'm proud that the commission, and this was the commission that got it done for you guys, and he's a legend, and I'm glad to see that the kids in the high school are starting to listen to that music and learn some of that style of music, and I think he left the legacy. So again, he's the pride and joy of the Perez family, and you guys, God bless you guys, and I know, like Mayor said, he's listening in heaven, and I think the best is still yet to come in the young generation.
Yes, thank you. Pónganse enfrente en el medio. Y afuera primero. Pásenle, pónganse en el medio.
We got room over here, so we got. All right. Yeah.
Make the quick announcement. Yes, yes, right after them. Yes. I'll take it from- Yeah.
Oh, no.
The chief is gonna make an announcement about naming the cook-off. Name. Que no se vaya.
We have one more thing for you guys. One more. Okay, so one last announcement before you all leave. Go ahead, Chief.
Good evening, everyone, Mayor, Commission, and citizens of Mercedes. It's my honor to announce that, as y'all are aware, the police department hosted a cook-off last year. It was our inaugural cook-off, and that was a great hit. So this year, we're happy to announce that we have combined that cook-off with a Gilberto Perez festival to honor Mr. Gilberto Perez.
All right.
So the cook-off will be- That is scheduled to be during the same time in November. We're looking at making it a little bit earlier, but we have been meeting with the Texas Conjunto Hall of Fame, with Natural Born Grillers and CBA, and I actually got to meet and ask permission first from the Perez family before everything happened. So, we'll make. I just wanted this to inform everybody of our event happening in November for the cook-off.
All right.
Good job.
Oh,
So hopefully the Perez family has a cook in the family that can be part of the program. So
O que cante.
sí, pueden cantar también. We had
vayan-
Mommy
que
Pulido
vayan a
out there
tocar.
this year, so they're gonna do
accordion.
even better. All right, thank you so much for that. Thank you for coming. Moving on to B, presentation and celebration honoring the nation's 250th year.
right on. Cachetón. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. God
you,
bless
guys.
you all.
Dios
Thank
los
you
bendiga.
for taking the time.
Talk to me, bro.
Good evening.
Because I know
Mayor.
Killer V was on us.
My name's Armando Ayala, Parks Director for City of Mercedes. So as y'all know, this year's the 250th year for our nation, right? So I know that we had discussed about having the possibility of doing a 4th of July event this year here in Mercedes. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Joel Davila and Joey Del Toro from Del Toro Events and Marketing. So they're just going to give you all a quick presentation and discuss, some of the options that would be available for the City of Mercedes.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello. My name is Joe Del Toro Entertainment.
My name is Joel Davila.
So we are here to present the city with a proposal for a concert for 4th of July 250 as a celebration. We can work in a partnership with the city in as far as a free concert for the constituents of Mercedes and surrounding cities.
Yeah, we know that, I know the city of Mercedes, you guys do a fantastic fireworks job every year. But we think that bringing in maybe a small event, especially because it's a big year, 250 for the United States, we wanted to make it a little bit more special. See, we wanted to come in, collaborate in partnership with the City of Mercedes.
Yes. So with that said, we have a couple of artists that we are working on already that we would like to eventually solidify soon. If we can work on a collaboration with the city. And then at the and also part of the proceeds we can give some back to the city of Mercedes as well in this collaboration for us.
Are are you working with them, or are we gonna have to be putting a committee together?
Yeah, like
What's the program? What's the idea to go from here?
So the idea would be that if we are able to move forward with it, we would put together a committee to work directly with them.
So now being that this is a constrained time period, we're literally almost halfway through April. Actually, we were actually trying to put this together in March, but I think something didn't go through. And as it was even in March, we're already falling a little behind, but we still have an opportunity to put something together and do a good job. But we would have to move pretty quickly on it. But we would also be constrained. We will need some kind of help from the city to partner with us in terms of some kind of commitment. We would need, but now this would include the production, it would include the artists, it would include the advertising, but we would need the city to come in and help us out with at least 45 to 50. But that includes marketing, production, artists, the whole shebang. Anything I left out?
So I mean, at this point, it's a presentation, so I guess the only thing we can do at this point is that maybe set you up to meet with the city manager, and then he can come back with whether it's something we can do or not.
Also for approval.
Yeah, then that's the idea. We just want to
So
present the opportunity.
Let me tell you all, my concern going into this, right? I know it's a presentation, but so we've done several of these where we do them last minute, and so we don't get the marketing going, and we've had some really colossal, I don't want to call them failures, but they just, well, there's no other way to put them. I mean, they just ended up being really, really bad. Like nobody showed up, that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure that if we do, like I said, I think we need to sit down with the city manager and find out what's a possibility. But don't be afraid to say, hey, and I know it's the 250th year, but man, that's my only concern is that.
Yeah, and we completely agree. We've been talking with Mando, and we told them in March, we said, it's already short. You know, in April, it's getting even shorter. So we were still hesitant a little bit.
Okay.
But if we move on this in the next couple of weeks, we can execute a program. That's what we do. We're an events promotions company.
Okay.
And that's our job. We can do.
Well, we thank you for
Do you
the
all have it?
presentation and.
Do y'all have a list more or less of the bands that you were looking at, more or less?
At what we have right now, unfortunately, with the time constraints and the budget, it's not going to be top tiers, but it's going to be good bands, good solid bands, but they're not going to be they're not going to be top tier bands. Unfortunately, they're all booked right now. And think about it. That weekend, everybody's already booked.
4th of July.
We've already been making calls. We have some ideas. We don't have anything solidified because until we have a date, we can't get a commitment from anybody. Everybody's just talking.
What's the venue? I mean, where are we gonna do?
HEB Park.
HEB Park.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I think more than anything, top tier or no tier, it doesn't matter. I think a lot of people in the city are just expecting something.
Yeah.
It is a 250.
Yeah, it's a big big day.
They keep promoting it out there. The White House is doing something. Everybody's doing something. So I don't think the bans are going to be a problem. I think the issue here is we don't do something, everybody else does something. That's what it looks like, or at least that's my opinion on it. So the bans are nothing. I just want to make sure that what we have is something successful. I'm more worried about the logistics because we know that parking is limited in that area. We're going to need a lot of help in that area. We're going to Public Works. And so we have to formulate a plan because we can talk about bans and all that stuff all day, but if we don't know where we're going to put everybody or how we're going to do it, it's going to look chaotic.
From my understanding and communicating with Armando, he's been a big help. We're going to create a committee, and Armando's going to spearhead that, and we're going to settle. And we've already talked about some of the options on parking and on and safety with crossing the streets and stuff. So some of these things we've already covered, but we probably want to get together with a committee.
Yeah, so
Are you gonna have Killer V on that committee?
Well, I think Killer V wanted to be, or at least
we haven't said anybody, there's nothing set in
Okay.
stone.
okay. Well, I'm
we
just
have-
saying
there's
it'd
opportunity.
be nice to have some fireworks. That's all I'm saying.
I think the first.
Well, yeah,
first-
that's the idea. That we would have a fireworks
I think
show.
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Sit down with the city manager, the sooner the better.
Yeah.
And let's,
Well, Mayor,
tomorrow.
that's what I was going to say. Is it possible for you to meet with them before the next meeting? Because if we're going to have to vote on anything, it's going to have to be before, as soon as possible, right? So,
Or even a special one if we have to, but.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, commissioners. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mando. Moving on to item 7A, approval minutes, meetings held on the March the 4th, March 17th, March 18th, and March 26th of 2026.
Motion to approve, Mayor?
Second.
Commissioner Garcia, second by Dr. Saldana. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 8, management item, present, discuss, consider, possible take action regarding consideration, possible action, approval of changes to the Mercedes Library policy, adopting new meeting room procedures and fees.
Or meeting room procedures and fees.
Yeah. So we already had some in place. The only thing that we're doing is a few changes because of the new software we're going to implement, Civic Rec. We wanted, number one, to lower the cost. It was $30 for the Texas room. We want to lower it to $20 per hour and to $15 for nonprofits. The program room, we also had it at 30, but we want to make that less, $15 for regular, I guess, businesses and $10 for nonprofits. That's just because that one does have children's tables, children's chairs. It's not quite set up like the Texas room. The other thing is we want to do this per hour so that Civic Rec works a little bit better for people so that they're not having to deal with blocks of hours. It's just going to be per hour. It gives a little gap in between when people book. And and we're extending the time that people are allowed to make a reservation. We used to just say that they could do it per week or per 3 days for our pods. But now we want to make it that they have a month in advance that they can reserve, or up to 2 weeks for the pods. That way it's more convenient for them, and Civic Rec really gets to work for them. So that's really what spurred us to start making the changes, so that hopefully it becomes something that people start to use and reserve online and create accounts. Those are ultimately the big changes that we made to the policy.
They can reserve rooms online.
They're gonna. We haven't gone live yet.
That's the idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Marisol, I know a few years ago when some y'all did some price adjustments, and I think you did some research. You brought us some research, and that we were pretty low fare on our prices.
Yes.
And when you came up here, I thought you were gonna have to make some price adjustments, and I was good with that. I was like, you know what, we're still fair. I know we're pretty good here in the city of Mercedes with the families and the kids.
We are.
And so I was ready to go. I thought prices were gonna jump up. Now you're saying down. I'm like blown away. And you know what? I think that's an advantage for the community. That is extraordinary that we're able to do that. And that has my vote for sure. I think it's great.
Thank you.
I saw that there's waivers also for partners and people like that
There is.
work with this. So
Like
I think that's
generally-
good. And
We won't charge MISD because we do a lot of things together. We won't charge other like organizations that we work with. Like Texas A&M AgriLife, we do a lot of stuff with them. So in those cases, we don't charge a fee.
great organization.
Yes.
Solo.
All right. So we have that item under consideration.
I motion to approve.
Motion by Dr. Saldana. Do I have a second?
Second, Mayor.
Second by Commissioner Howell. Dr. Howell, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Items B, consideration, possible, and action to appoint and reappoint members to the, or reappoint members to the library board.
Mayor, I make a motion to do the staff recommendation. My understanding is it's Miss Imelda, is it Almaya? Who's replacing-
Alamia.
Alamia, sorry, who's replacing Miss Goldsberry. So I'd like to go ahead and make the go with the staff recommendation.
I have a motion by Commissioner Martinez, second by Commissioner Garcia. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item C, consideration and action to approve the request from Housing Authority for the pilot
Thank you, Marisol.
program.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve and discussion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Garcia. Discussion. Go ahead,
So
Commissioner.
Mayor, just so we're clear, Albert, on this item, this is something that we do, I guess, symbolically every year.
Yes,
This is now we're just transitioning from the year-to-year deal to a 3-year period. Is that correct?
yes.
So it's just pretty much for public information, right? It's just
Correct. And it's a
going
pass
from
through.
1 year to 3-year term.
It's basically a pass through of taxes.
All right, we're good.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item D, discussion action regarding the sponsorship request from ISD for the superintendent scholarships.
Mayor, I think before you all vote on it, legal may have some discussion on it.
Yeah, I'd like to recommend that we move this to executive. I did send out a legal memo on this one and the other.
And item
So
E.
it'd be item D and E,
D and E.
executive?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay.
Mayor, Honorable Commission, I make a motion to move item 8, D and E into executive session.
I'll second.
I have a motion, a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, we'll do it during executive. Item F, consideration and action regarding the sponsorship request.
Mayor, I don't know, but this is kind of what I was looking at last night. Does F have to be considered the same? I mean, does it fall in that criteria? Because it kind of falls in the same, no?
No. Well, it's a 501c3. That's the only difference.
No,
I
but
think.
it's on what our funds could be used towards. And I think it kind of falls in that area that legal has, I don't know.
So what we need to do is, if,
Maybe
I don't think so, but we can move all three of them and then come out and do it there instead of discussing.
I just want to make sure, Mayor, that we're,
So
you know,
so let's do, we already motioned a second on this one. You want to make the motion on
yeah, I'll make a
AF?
motion to also move item F into executive along with item D and E.
I have a motion by
Consideration.
Commissioner Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Why
Second
don't we
by
just
Commissioner
make a
Garcia.
motion to get everything else into
What's that? Yeah. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
We can
So
do it
D,
here if
E,
y'all
and F will be going to executive session. Item G, consideration and action to request a change of Fifth Street name to Dr. Hector P. Garcia Street from Ohio Avenue to Illinois Avenue.
Mayor, I make a motion, but I'd like for us to consider, I don't believe that Ohio Avenue to Illinois is sufficient. I feel that we should consider going from Texas to Illinois, maybe as far as that is concerned. I know that one strip is good. I was even thinking, do we just do Ohio? But that might be crazy for everybody that receives mail there, so I don't know. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
My comment on that is, who decided that we needed to do 2 city blocks? I mean, in those city blocks.
I think was
I think
there gonna be a presentation or something, Skylar?
Yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Howell?
Good evening, Commission and Mayor. I'll be here to answer any questions you all may have, but in terms of a question, I think in regards to location, that location was specifically chosen because of its symbolic location right next to the library.
Correct.
And also because it's near other key civic landmarks such as Mercedes City Hall. And I do want to note that this location was talked about with the family of Dr. Garcia and the Dr. Hector P. Garcia Foundation, and they expressed approval with the location as well.
Yeah, and I don't think the issue is naming a street. I think the issue is, and even from a operational standpoint for everybody, fire, law enforcement, everything, we're better off making it a section. I think that's what everybody's talking about.
I don't think it's enough. I mean, and I think I don't want to say that Fifth Street between those 2 blocks is obscure, you know, but I think we need to have a more thoughtful process about exactly how we go about doing that. And I don't know. I've been a proponent for us to name one of our schools after Hector P. Garcia. I mean, he moved here. His whole family was here. He had a very distinguished family. We just got through with Gilberto Perez and that group. And I don't have any problem with streets being named after states or things like that. But when we have someone local that we can name a street after, I think that's great, whether it's Gilberto Perez or Hector P. Garcia or any of the other people that have brought honor and distinction to our community. But I know you and I talked, you know, very briefly. Heck, I wouldn't be opposed to Texas Street being named after Hector P. Garcia, you know, because I just think that he graduated from here. You know, I was, you know, as I was looking at this, I was thinking, well, what about Florida Street right in front of the high school? Wouldn't that be a perfect street to name after him? He graduated from Mercedes High School along with all his other family members and all that. So I'm not necessarily opposed. I'm not opposed to that. I'm just thinking, is it enough, or is it the right designation, or what? And so my other comment, Mayor, would be that maybe we need to get a few people together, and I'm sure there's been good heads around this topic, but maybe get a group to kind of around a table that can kind of think through that a little more thoroughly and see.
So maybe so that we continue, so that it doesn't look like a mixed bag here. At the end of the day, the project's a great project. I think what you're getting here is a little extra attention on the project. So maybe the motion could be along the lines that we approve the naming of a street, subject to, is that all right?
Yes, I just want to comment before any motion is made that there's no particular issue with, you know, renaming or rethinking where we want to put this, or maybe thinking of readjusting the scope of the project. But I do know initially when we were thinking about this, we wanted to pick a location that was specifically not going to be that much of an obstacle in terms of relocation. We wanted to make this project as simple and as efficient as possible. However, if you all as a commission are willing to publicly comment that you all would be in approval to potentially rename another street, maybe a longer one, I think the family would have some reassurance that, we can go back to the project board on this, because I think the number one thing for the family when speaking to them and the board is they just want to get something done. And like I said, it's more of a symbolic gesture, but if you all want to rethink the scope of this project, I think that would be okay. But if you all would be willing to public commently your
That's what I was
approval.
saying. No, that's what I was telling him. So at the end of the day, I think if we go in the positive here, that we want to move forward with the naming of the street with the caveat that you put together, that we come together and come up with an idea of where I think would go a long way for the family.
Let me make a motion, Mayor, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I would move to approve the request to name a street in Mercedes after Hector P. Garcia, and charge a committee to review some possible streets to do that and come back to the commission at a later date with maybe a list of options that we could look at, you know, maybe a huge one, a medium one, a small one. I don't know how else to, and that's kind of a long motion, Mayor, but with some options that we could consider, because we really want to do right by somebody that has
Accomplished a lot.
that has, brought a lot of honor to our city.
And I think if I don't know if you want to add this to your motion, but I mean, we could just put together a 3-man committee right now. I don't know if any of the commissioners, or if you want to be on
I'd
it.
love to serve on it.
I'll
Okay,
do
so
it.
we can have, so if you want to make the motion yourself and Commissioner Skyler maybe, and
Sure.
I'll
maybe even a
second it,
member of the
and-
family.
And Marisol,
And Marisol.
anybody else you might suggest?
I think a veteran would be good as well, somebody that's a veteran on the American Legion
Yeah,
board
all
as
right,
well.
the President of American Legion, that should give you 5 people.
Okay, okay, good.
I think if anything, and I'll second the motion, I kind of agree with what you guys are saying. I think we'll probably do more justice if we do a bigger corridor. I'm thinking we could do either Texas or we could do Vermont. Because wouldn't it be something for you to exit and see Dr. Hector P. Garcia Street or Avenue or whatever?
On I-2.
On I-2, like that'd be pretty cool, right? So maybe that's something that we could.
So I think if you can add to your motion, it'll be yourself, Dr. Saldana, Commissioner Joe Martinez, Skylar Howell, Commander Tony Sanchez, and Marisol.
And when people exit on Hector P. Garcia, right now when they're exiting on Texas, sometimes you don't know if they're exiting in Mercedes or Weslaco.
True.
Yeah.
They need to engage,
My McDonald's app always gets
Hold on,
confused.
hold on. Text up. What happened, Marty?
Representative Martinez and TxDOT, just if this is something that we're envisioning off the highway.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm trying real hard to steer this towards, let's wait till we get a committee
Yes,
together.
yes,
We're
yes,
going way far into this, and we're gonna give the family hopes. We have to find out if we can do it.
We can do it.
So
we
if
can
we
do
can
it.
go with well, it could take years.
We
if
could
you
do it.
push
The only
way.
problem that I foresaw.
They gotta change the highway sign.
Well, no. The stuff that I was seeing was that we would have to let everybody in that particular corridor know, like, hey, this is going to get changed. So whatever mail you're getting at whatever address
That's what I was
now is going to become this.
Yeah.
And so I believe that there's a protocol that we have to follow as a city.
Sure.
We have to display it. We have to put it out there. We have to let people know that's happening. And then I think we have to go and let those individuals know. Suppose it's Texas. We need to let everybody know in Texas, hey, this is going to change. You need to start making those plans now. So
And as you said, Mayor, that
Highly
can be,
recommend that we wait till we get the committee going, if you don't mind.
let's get
All
the,
right, so I have a motion. Do I have a second? Joe, did you say, Commissioner, you said
seconded,
second?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
I think
Thank you,
I think-
Skyler,
Just
for
a
the
quick
hard work
question.
on this.
I know the motion's already been made, but based on the motion is that you all are approving a street.
We're
to be-
approving the naming of a
rename. A
street
street is
within the
renamed,
city
right?
of Mercedes
To get the
and
list.
naming a committee
Okay.
to decide where.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your evening.
No problem. And thank you for all your hard work on this, Skyler. Item 9A, consideration and action, resolution 2026-18, authorizing changes to key executive signatories on a, yes.
I'm not sure if my time getting here. If it's moved to the agenda item that I was here for to a executive session, does that mean no 3 minutes? Is that public or private?
We'll discuss in the back and then we'll come forward.
You can let him say something.
Yeah,
if he
yeah,
wants.
we can let you in there. If it's a presentation. What are you here for, sir?
The agenda item F.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. For
Okay,
the,
we'll call you in.
The
A donation for the school district.
It's for a program, a foundation.
Workforce Foundation, right?
Foundation.
Teacher workforce?
Yeah, we'll call you in. Okay, so, let me read it again.
Wells
Item
Fargo.
9A, consideration action resolution 2026-18, authorizing changes to key executive signatories on account held with Wells Fargo Bank.
Good evening, Mayor, Commission. I was here before a couple of months back asking for a resolution to change the signatories from prior management to the new one. We went to the bank, to Wells Fargo, but they were very specific as to what they needed for us to make those changes. So we changed the resolution, and it's pretty much the same thing. We're just changing the prior to the new one, but with all the specs that they want on the resolution.
Thank you.
Mayor, make a motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Martinez, second by Dr. Saldana. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item B, consideration and action on first reading of ordinance 2026-08 to rezone Lot 7, Block 66, Capisayo District. Welcome, ma'am.
So this property is located on Dawson Road, north of the railroads. It's about
North of what?
of the railroad.
Railroads.
So he built apartments without rezoning the property a few years back. We put a stop work order. We've been working with him. So the first step is for him to be in compliance. So he's requesting to rezone his property to apartments. That way he can continue the process. He is in violations of setbacks and building issues, but we're addressing all of that. With Mr. De Leon, he's addressing that with him. So right now he just wants the rezone. So he can start moving, and then he has to move one of his buildings because it is encroaching into the setbacks in the right of way.
What's your recommendation, ma'am?
Approval subject to city comments.
Mr. Mayor, is that lot that's right against the railroad tracks as you cross it, or?
It's like 2 houses down. It has like 3 little
The
apartments.
little casitas? That's
Ajá.
like, okay,
It's
yeah,
like
these kind of clean it up, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so she's making a recommendation.
I make a motion to approve.
I have a motion by Dr.
Second.
Saldana, second by Commissioner Dr. Howell. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item C, consideration and action on first reading of ordinance 2026-09 to rezone Lot 4, Block 64, Capisayo District.
This one is a new subdivision. It's located on 491 with Mile 8, right next to where Los Prados is at. They're proposing 210 single-family lots, 40 acres, and rezoning the property to single-family is part of their process. So we're recommending approval.
I have a recommendation.
Motion approved.
A motion by Commissioner Saldana, Dr. Science, second by Commissioner Martinez. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. All right, ma'am, so just real quick. I was driving in here, I got a new job. I work in Willoughby County. I was coming down 491. And so I thought there was 2 subdivisions. It looks like there's 3. And I guess they're just north of the city limits. Are they, those should be in our ETJ, right?
Yes.
And one of them, they're like acre lots or something like that, north of mile 9, like mile 10.
Rodeo.
Is that what that one
Rodeo's
is?
on Mile 8.
Oh, mile 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little further down, so I don't know if they're in our ETJ, but
I think they're in our ETJ.
and there are along the 491 facing them. So anyway, we're keeping an eye on that, or are they doing it through the county?
They're doing it through the county, so they only have the water and sewer through us.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. I need to talk to you about that. Okay. Item, serious action, reading ordinance. So I have consideration and action on first reading of ordinance 2026-11 to amend Article 13 utilities.
Mayor, make a motion to approve and forego the reading.
I have a motion by Commissioner Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Garcia. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item E, consideration and action on first reading of ordinance 2026-12 to amend Article A 8.000 utility rates and charges.
Mayor, Honorable Commission, I make a motion for this item to be discussed in executive session to get some details and some explanations and some clarity, excuse me, on this particular topic.
Marty, is this eligible for executive? It is? Okay. I have a motion by Commissioner Dr. Howell. I have a second by Commissioner Martinez. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So we will be discussing the other three items and 9E in executive session in addition to the rest. Item 10, bids and contract. Consideration and action to renew the agreement between the City of Mercedes and Waste Connections for solid waste disposal.
Is it an action item?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, well, do we have any
Is there a
presentations?
presentation or anything, or what's?
No presentation. on this?
I guess what I'd like
The
to know,
renewal rates or
Is the amount going to be the same, or what's the?
are there other?
They've always worked with us. They've been great, and so they've been with us for years.
Got Miss Jocelyn.
There we go. I got questions and you got answers.
I hope so.
Which one?
evening.
Questions or answers?
I did reach out to Waste Connections for an updated contract, but they haven't reached out or they haven't given us one back. So right now we're just asking for an extension. I believe it was for a year, at least until we get an updated contract.
I don't know about a year.
What, when does that contract terminate?
Off the top of my head, I don't recall, but I think it was at the end of March.
You would think it would be in their vested interest to give us something in writing before this meeting so we don't have to vote on something we haven't seen.
What happens?
They've had
Right
changes.
now,
Yeah, I know they've had some turnover.
administrative changes.
Yes.
When is the last time we bid on solid waste?
That's what I was gonna say. Are there options?
Probably been about 3 or 4 years that we went out and looked at.
You want to go out for bids?
It's been longer, I think.
Yeah, I think the issue here is she's not asking to redo the contract or, well, it sounded like you are,
Just
but I
an
don't think 1
extension.
year. But I think we should
Give 'em a 6
extend it.
months.
At least
Yeah,
2
I think
months,
so,
couple
man. 3 months. Can we do
yeah.
90 days?
Yeah.
Is everybody okay? Because we need to rethink
Yeah.
that.
What was that, Mayor? I'm sorry.
So I don't think we should give it a year if they haven't been forthcoming with anything. I that's concerning as it is.
With can we do? Okay, so do you want me to make a motion for the 90 days?
Yeah,
Are
it's
we
up to
good
you.
with
but
that?
I would
But
say
what are you
90
saying,
days.
Mayor? I'm
What
sorry.
I'm saying is a year is too long
Extended 90
to
days.
wait because we're just going to be playing this game some more. At the end of the day, either they want to our business or they don't, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but they haven't reached out to us at all.
I mean, I think the 3 months is good, but I would say, maybe we need to like think about what Ruben is saying is maybe going out and just checking the landscape.
No, we have to have something with them for the
carry
next
us
week
over.
to carry us
okay.
over.
It's just buying us some time.
Yeah, so that 3 months
They
to
quit
me.
picking up trash, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So 3 months would be opportunity for them to put their project together, and we start the process of going out
Well,
for
I
bids.
mean, is
you know?
3 months good or is 6 going to be
No,
sufficient? I
that
think you
should
brought
be
up
enough,
6,
right?
no?
You got to put it out,
We can do
right?
three,
You got to receive the bids.
the
That's
public-
60 days.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it in 60 days and accept 30 more,
We'll
right?
need the specs and then
Two, Albert?
put
right?
it out for bids.
And we have to relook at it. We'll do it. But
I guess, what about 120 and just buy you a little time and
We
days?
can always
4 months.
extend.
yeah, we can extend after that. I'd rather just, we need to get this.
So you can do it with 3 months with option for another 60 or something
Yeah,
like that.
because in 6
case we're
months-
not ready.
In 6 months, we're going to be scrambling with our budget and.
Yes.
So, all right, you guys decide. Anybody got to make a motion?
So, are we good with the 3?
Hang on. Go ahead, Marty.
The motion is gonna be to extend the contract for 90 days.
Yeah.
With the option of the city going out for RFPs, RFQs for waste purposes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Jay, you want to alter the?
Yeah. So I make a motion to extend the contract for 90 days with the option to go out for RFPs, RFQs, and also for legal to review this contract and any new contract coming in.
We have a motion by Dr. Howell. Do I have a second?
Second.
second by Commissioner Martinez. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I want to say real quick for the audience, solid waste has been very good to us. The issue is here is legalities and timelines. So I just want to make that clear. Got no indictment over what they do.
No service issue.
Yeah, they've done, it's not about service.
Yeah, you're right, Mayor, and that's why I wanted legal to
Yeah,
just kind of take a look at it as
absolutely.
well.
All right, item 10B, consideration and action to ratify the interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo, Texas, and the City of Mercedes, Texas, regarding MVCPA Task Force.
Mayor, make a motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Garcia. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I'd like to add, even though I'm no longer Sheriff's Office, this task force, all in all, valley-wide or county-wide has been fantastic, just FYI, on stolen vehicles. Item 10C, consideration and action on interlocal agreement between Hidalgo County and the City of Mercedes regarding the Hidalgo County Library System.
Motion approved.
Motion by Dr. Saldana, second by Commissioner Martinez. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 10D, consideration and action on agreement between the County of Hidalgo Elections Department, City of Mercedes regarding 2026 May election for Mayor, Commissioner Place 1, and Commissioner Place 3.
Mayor,
Mayor, you know.
Mayor, Honorable Commission, I make the motion to approve
I'll second.
item 10D.
I have a motion by Commissioner Howells, second by Dr. Howell, seconded by Dr. Saldana. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Good luck.
Item 11, City Manager update. Updates regarding closing on new house property, 25 acres.
The new house property, it's actually a little over 25 acres. It's almost across the street from Public Works. Obviously, this is planning ahead and preparing the city for potentially maybe building an additional water well if the area supports it, potential reservoir, and possibly another water plant for the near future.
Awesome.
That's great news.
Very, very good news.
And you were there to sign, right?
Yeah, well, congratulations to you two guys for getting it done. That was a Dr. Saldana, Albert Perez connection thing there. So, and I signed it, so I guess that makes me a little important. Item 12, executive session, chapter 551, Texas Government Code, section 551.071, consultation with attorney, section 551.072, deliberation regarding real property, section 551.074, personnel matter, section 551.087, economic development. I also have items 8D, E, and F. And the other one was
9E.
9E. All, do I have a motion to go in executive?
So moved.
Motion by Dr. Saldana. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're in executive session. It is 7:32 p.m.
Give me a message or
All right. It is,
They didn't call me.
9:06 PM, and I call this meeting back into regular session. We only have, we have no actions on the executive list, but we have action on item 8D, E, and F. What's the will of the commission?
And you're bringing back nine.
There was another item.
Should we, yeah,
No,
it's the one that we went to exec, should we bring that one up first?
90.
So we did.
Yeah.
9E?
Yes. But first we have item 8D, E, and F.
E and F.
Mayor, Honorable Commission, I make a motion to approve item 9E. And the discussion? Quick discussion?
9E?
Yeah, 9E. This is consideration action of first reading and ordinance of 2026-12 to amend
okay.
Article 8.00 utility rates and charges moving forward.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Howell, second by Commissioner Garcia. Discussion, go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick comment. This is, I believe, city manager, you said moving forward. And I think anytime, these are just to prevent issues from, I guess, being established from excessive water waste and things of that nature.
Okay.
Outside of the city and abuse of any developers as well.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And now we have items 8D, E, and F. I imagine we're gonna take them together after discussion.
And Mayor, and just for the record, that is not to increase any rates or anything of the city or anything to do with Indian Hills or any of that, just in case that those rumors.
Going forward.
Yes, exactly. So that is not on charge.
Tax fees for future.
Yes,
For future development.
yes.
All right.
Okay, so it would be E next or?
Yeah.
8D,
E, and F.
8D, E.
And I believe, my understanding from our discussions in executive was that there was legal.
That's if I may,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I did do legal review on these items, and after researching Islam and the Constitution, there are issues with tying it back to a municipal public purpose, which is required by law. We are welcoming the ISD and the organization that presented to come back to us with some options that may legally enable us to
Right.
continue this purpose. However, at this point, I am recommending against approving any of the three items.
So at the end of the day, if you're the only one here, the school's not here right now. So what we're recommending is that you get together with our attorney, right? And we're gonna have, we just have to explain what's going on and find a way to, if it's possible, to get it done. At the end of the day, the law doesn't let us
Do
give out money,
sponsorships, yeah.
sponsorships. When you hear us that we give a sponsorship, it's usually because there's something that comes back in return. In other words, we're paying for slotted time and stuff like that. Otherwise, we can't do it. That's why I asked you if you had gone to schools and, that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, again, it's not, the door's not closed. You need to get with our attorney. Okay? All right.
Was that an action
I have a
item?
motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't get to make the motion. You
No,
just
I mean, is it sufficient not to take action, or do you need a motion?
but I think we have to have a motion following because we're instructing him to meet with the attorney, right?
Then the motion dies. So
Okay.
you can move it if there's no second in effect.
I don't think we had a
We
motion.
didn't have a motion.
Yeah, I think that you did.
Well, I'll just make the motion just to make it clear, and on advice of legal counsel, my motion would be to deny the sponsorship requests until such time as we're able to find a more suitable way to support these types of endeavors.
I have a motion by Dr. Saldana, a second by Commissioner Garcia. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Nay,
Yes. Nay.
yes, it's just nay, just, if any possible, the young man, the foundation can maybe pursue a different legal angle at it and verbiage, and same thing with, the great, educational system in Mercedes ISD as well. If they can find a different legal angle and verbiage to make it work, great.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. And you said one nay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so motion carries. Moving on to item 14, adjournment.
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Commissioner
gotta go to the
Martinez,
scoreboard?
second by Commissioner Garcia. Was that you?
In there. Do we need to go through item 13?
I thought we did.
Or,
Yeah, I said there was no actions.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, I have a motion by Commissioner Saldana, second by Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We are adjourned. It is 9:12 PM.